Welcome to another episode of Most Likely to Succeed. I'm so excited to have, if not the most special, one of, I shouldn't say that because I had other family on here. I would like to think all of my guests are super, super special, not only because of their relationship to me, but because of their willingness and their yes to even be a part of this whenever I reach out. So I'm like super grateful that this guy has said yes. This is Davian Jackson, and I'm gonna let him do his own "Who am I" type intro because I don't want to mess it up. This is a man of many talents. You may have seen him star in the Broadway show Dreamgirls, Mr. James Early. But yeah, that's only a small part of what he does. Got a little similar background growing up, but he ventured off into the acting space. So I'll let him dive into who he is and how we are connected.
Well, first off, we're connected because it's my cousin. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's my cousin. You know what I'm saying? Mel, Davian, Mel. It's like a great duo. You know what I mean? So, I mean, that's my cousin. So that's the connection. But, I ain't really, I'm just Davian. You know what I'm saying?
Your voice went up like, is you lying?
It's just, I don't like, it's kind of weird when you talk about yourself a lot.
Right.
It's not like you're bragging, but it's really just,
no,
the Lord gave you talent.
He did, and that's what this platform is for.
True.
So I think sometimes even for me, it's hard to vocalize what I do without sounding like braggadocious, as they say. You can't dim your light. So continue.
So I'm a church boy. Grew up in the church. COGIC. If y'all don't know what that is, Kojic. I'm a PK 3x3. Both my grandparents was pastors, and my father's a pastor. So I can't hide that I'm from a church boy. I'm just a churchy little, guy. What can I say on here?
You was about to say you was a churchy nigga. I felt you was gonna say that. You can say that.
All right. I'm a little church nigga.
I don't know if YouTube is gonna like red strike me, but we'll let that be.
Bleep it out, or
we'll find out.
Amen.
We'll find out.
But that's just who I am. I'm also an actor, a singer. I do act professionally. I do have an agent. Shout out to the Klutz Agency. I'm also a singer. I do BGVs mostly, but I can lead. Amen. I am a praise and worship leader. But I don't call myself an artist. And maybe we dive in that later. I don't know. Yeah. But I call myself an entertainer. Let's put it that way. I'm an entertainer that loves to create and loves to entertain a crowd. So that's just who I am.
That's a perfect segue into why I even invited you. You mentioned you don't like the word actor or singer. And I think we're aligned there.
Yeah.
Because, again, sometimes it's hard to put what you do if you're skilled in so many things. It's hard to put that in a box. And I don't think we should put it in a box. I think we have to be more creative and find those nouns that reflect who we really are.
Absolutely.
I think it's easy to say I'm a singer, or sometimes we label ourselves based on other people's capacity to understand us.
Yes.
I'm this, but I'm just going to say I'm a singer because they wouldn't understand.
Yeah.
But no, if you feel like you're an entertainer and then it's an all-encompassing phrase, walk into that and walk into it boldly. So I definitely look at you as an entertainer. I like to say I'm a creative. Mm-hmm. What does that mean? That means I love music. That means I love photography. I love all things art. And so this episode today is really focused on those particular loves. The love of art, the love of being a creative in whatever form that is, the love of fashion. Like, I have so many different loves.
You be putting that on too.
I try, and I'm trying to,
This is Fashion Nova.
Shout out to Fashion Nova.
Right here, you know what I'm saying?
It's not sponsored, but Shein hates to see me coming.
You understand?
What?
And it's after pay?
Shipping is like $4.
Bruh.
I love y'all. Don't change.
Don't.
What we told y'all say that? Don't ever change. I beg of you, because my vacations will not be the same.
DJ Morton says, "Don't ever leave."
Don't ever leave.
That's what he said. The songwriter said.
He said it. We did it. Don't ever change, because the way y'all be coming through for your girl.
Oh God.
and then it'd be like within a week. But anyway, off that tangent, back to what I was saying. I think it's important to be able to really call yourself find something that reflects who you really are from day to day.
Yeah.
And like he said, an entertainer. We talked about that, and our cameraman almost fell. Yeah, so don't sit on that because did you break it? Yeah, that was a housewarming present, so please do not come to my house being destructive. Why is he? Was you in my frame?
No, he wasn't.
Okay, sit on a chair. That's for aesthetics.
Oh
not
my
aesthetics.
God.
Anyways.
Oh, that was funny. I hope that stays in the episode.
I will try to keep it because I was like, he's falling and he can't get up. Anywho, make sure you, watching it. Talking about being an entertainer, loving everything that is visually pleasing. I think even like in high school, they call like certain programs like visual and performing arts. Yeah. And I think for so long, I always felt like I had to choose one thing that I loved. And I'm like, I love music. I love the sound of it. I love engineering. I love being in GarageBand and all these other like DAWs to just figure out. But I wouldn't call myself an engineer, but I love the like makeup of music in every way. So let's dive right in, Davian.
What's up?
Tell me about how you first fell in love with arts. And because I was going to say music, but you're on stage, you're acting, you have comedic chops from what I've seen. When did you fall in love with what you do today? And talk about like that journey towards that.
Absolutely. I've always liked singing. I always used to sing growing up. You know how people be like, I started singing at 2, I started singing at 4, 2, 1.
Yeah.
I don't know when I started singing. I was just singing.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like, really?
How do you remember?
How do you remember?
Because you're my friend?
Yeah. So you've been singing so long, you don't even remember.
I ain't
it's
gonna lie to you.
It's just always a part of your life.
I don't remember a time where I was not singing, you know what I'm saying, or doing something musically, you know what I'm saying, and I'm a drummer as well, so it's like, I've always had...
Which one came first?
Passion for drums came first.
Really?
Yes. Okay. I love drums, rhythm, I just love rhythm,
okay.
But singing grew on me, because I found out I was actually really good. Like, you know how sometimes you hear yourself sing, but then you hear other people sing, you're like, oh no, I'm actually better than them.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? And it came to that point. It's like, oh no, for real, this is something I can.
Talent.
Exactly. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Let me hold on to that. But so I don't remember when I started, quote unquote, singing per se. But music has always been a part of my life. There is a quick story about acting. You do those stage plays at church. You know how to do church stuff, and I just have fun doing those, just acting like somebody else. And I've always been. I've never met a stranger. Okay. There's a quick story. My mama told me that one day, this might age me a little bit, but I don't care. 30.
Oh my God, you're young. He's a baby.
Sue me. Okay?
30. We used to think 30 was like, don't lose your thought. Yeah.
They used to look like they were 45.
45, 30. I used to think kids in college. I'm saying kids now because that's what they are.
Our parents growing up, when they was 25, they looked 40.
Oh, for sure.
It's crazy.
For sure. I don't get it. Like looking at my mom's high school pictures, it's like you look like my mama. Like not today,
but also today.
Like you were 40.
What
you could not have been 18.
You could not have been. What are we doing?
I think
the big glasses.
I think it was the fashion too, and the hairstyle.
That is true.
Yeah.
With the French roll.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm sorry. But I've never met a stranger.
Yeah.
So there was a story. We was in Winn-Dixie. And my mom was checking out, and she said she was looking for me. She's like, "Where you thinking at? Where you go?" She said, "I'm sitting over there by some random white man just talking his ears off." And the man said, "Oh, he's a joy to be around."
Yeah, what were y'all talking about?
I have no idea. I was like 5.
You and this old white man.
I was like 5.
Talking his ear off.
And so I've never met a stranger. I always try to, make people smile. That's just who I've been. If you've been around me, I try to say a joke or try to, hey, make you feel good or encourage you, whatever. So I've always been a people person, all that. But growing up, started with sports, basketball, football, and baseball and stuff. And I got to ninth grade, and they said, we're going to start doing tour days. I said, okay, cool, tour days. I ain't tripping about that. You know what I'm saying? Then they said, okay, we're going to take you from the D-line, and we're going to put you as a running back because you have good feet.
Okay.
I was like, oh, okay, cool. So when the tour days started? Oh, yeah, in the summer, it's going to start in the summer. This is the summer of 09. If y'all can go Google this if y'all think I'm lying. 09 had a record of 100 days of 100-degree heat.
So I was a senior.
Ooh.
You were.
I was a freshman. No, but they had 100 days of 100.
It's believable.
A heat. And I went to my mama. I said, I'm not doing it.
I quit.
I quit. What? It was so bad. My coach, because he was a new coach. I went to DeSoto High School, guys. DeSoto, let's get it, tonight. But anywho, the coach came to me. He's like, Jackson, where you been?
Yeah.
I said, yeah, coach, I had to quit. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, so you thought
twice a day?
You thought that was gonna start like in the fall?
I thought it was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you like,
I'm
been
from
in
eighth. What?
Yeah.
I'm coming from 8th grade where we practice either in the morning
Very
or
early.
right after school,
Right.
where it's still like a little cool. You know what I'm saying? Ain't too much. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You want me to do that in the summer?
Yeah.
Spring football? Why is it called spring football? In the summer, what are we doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I quit. And I also had quit choir going into high school too, because I had done it all throughout elementary, middle school, and all that. So I was like, I want to try something new.
Yeah.
I like making people laugh. I like making people feel good. So why not go into acting? So I started theater, and I got hit by the bug. And my first shout out to Miss Potter, my first theater teacher. If you're still out there, I'm still thriving. Amen.
You said I wouldn't be anything.
No, she was actually cool.
No.
If I was cool, that was no doubt. But the regular theater, it was cool, but then they had something for the second semester that was performance theater. And so I auditioned for it, and then I got it. And it was only like, I think, 8 or 9 of us in the class. And from then on, she was like, no, you got something.
This is your thing.
Let me, and from then on, I've been liking it, and I love doing it. I love the process. A lot of people don't like the process, so that's why they go like commercial. Now I do commercials. I do commercials, things of that nature, but a lot of people they don't want to get blocking. They don't want to learn lines. They don't want to do it. They just want to stand there and get fed some things and do it. I like the process. The process is beautiful because it's just, you get to learn, you get to do your character analysis, figure out who you want to be, who this person is, who this character is, and you get to make him your own. Or you go from your director, you can collaborate. It's a collaborative thing, and then once you get people that are like-minded in your scene or in your play or whatever you're doing, your movie or whatever, if you get somebody that's just as committed as you, it makes it all the world different. So it's just the process and the results. So a lot of people ask me, and I don't know if you're going to ask this, but if you were, I'm sorry, jumping.
Go ahead.
A lot of people
Lord
ask me
is
what I
yours.
like better, theater or movies. I've done both. I'm not going to lie to you. I love stage.
Really?
I'm going to explain why.
Yeah.
Instant gratification.
The claps, the audience, the feedback.
Or sometimes the silence.
Yeah.
Because you got their attention.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if it's like a serious moment or a moment where you're supposed to be vindictive and you hear, oh no, I done heard it all, and it's like I know I'm doing my job right because y'all.
You don't have to go to the theater or wait on the release of something
exactly
to get that feedback, the real life feedback.
Absolutely, and if I do, as you mentioned, I did Dreamgirls. I did Dreamgirls in 2022.
And you did so good.
Thank you.
Let me interject. I went to go see him. I believe it was in Fort Worth.
Yeah, that's all.
And I knew cuz could sing. But that was my first time seeing him like hold an audience attention. First of all, anybody that can, however long the show was, 2.5 hours,
2 hours and 15 minutes,
2 hours and some change, to be able to control a room like that. That's why in whatever capacity that you're on stage, I give flowers to comedians, actors who are doing that, because again, to that point, it's real life feedback. And so for me, my nerves could never. But to see him in that element, like, I know he can sing, but to see him interact with like the other actors on stage, and I have a deep appreciation for like Broadway theater, all of that, because y'all put so much work into it. Not even speaking on that, just to see you like exude emotions. And I'm a critic. Anybody that knows me knows I'm a tough critic. And so I'm sitting there watching him, like, I could easily be like, it's my cousin, he good. But I was really impressed. I was like, oh, like, I'm watching this, I'm seeing him, he's believable as the character, he's emoting what needs to be emoted for the moment. And so, yes, I just wanted to say, you did so good. I know we chopped it up afterwards then, so this isn't, me saying this on camera. I've told him this then. But I definitely was super, super impressed, for sure, and enjoyed it. Yeah.
I appreciate that. And the thing about it is, right, you know when you suck.
Oh.
People know when you suck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's very, I've seen shows in that same venue that failed. You know what I'm saying? Or when somebody is trying to do certain things, or, they're like, oh, okay. They're clapping because of courtesy. But when they're clapping because they enjoyed it, you can tell. You know what I'm saying? And so, me doing like, stepping to the bad side. Right?
You was up there flipping. I was like, I did not know he could do all this cartwheeling and
before
singing.
He
was moving. I was like, wait a minute. So seeing this, I'm like, I know he had to practice it a million times. I don't know how many times he was like, this is it for the day.
6 weeks of practice.
But just to see that, like, y'all, it's more than just getting the mic saying I want to sing. This is like, and you even mentioning like how you enjoy stage over, I guess, commercial, whatever. Not to say you wouldn't do it, but quiet as it's kept, I don't know if a lot of people even have noticed this, but in my observation, from what I know of actors that are on TV and film, the ones that have done theater, y'all just pay attention to their acting chops. It's different. It's different. And that's no shade to anybody who hadn't gone that trek, but I see an obvious difference in people.
Samuel,
it's a different caliber of acting. These are people that hadn't even maybe gone to like the Juilliards of it all, but just being immersed in that environment, the rigor, and what it pulls out of you, I think it sets you apart. And I've noticed it a lot of times when I'm enjoying someone, I'll do like a background report, so to speak, on them, and I'll find out they did theater before, and I'm like,
that's it.
That's why.
Because it trains you, not only like the director that you're using, but it trains you how to feel, how to emote. A lot of people, a lot of actors, and I know we're going off a little, but I don't care. A lot of people. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
When somebody is crying, are they crying or are they trying to hold back tears?
When somebody like is just crying,
like for real, like say for instance, you're around somebody, and you got people around you. Are you trying to hold back your tears for real, or are you crying? Like when you trying to be strong, are you trying to hold back those tears?
I think, initially, most people don't want to cry around people. You're trying to hold back. But I don't think no one is ever like, let me just, unless you're in that headspace where it's like, oh, I just need to go ahead and let this out. But I think it's a switch. I think initially it comes from a place of like, you feel it coming, you're trying to hold back on it for sure.
So here's the thing. Here's the tip for anybody that want to know. Okay?
Take notes.
as an actor, do not force yourself to cry. The beauty is, for real, the beauty is trying to not cry.
Because that's real life.
That's real life.
Okay.
Boo-hooing and
people like, let me think of something sad.
No, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, because we don't do that in real life.
We don't. We try to hold back our tears until somebody say, "Are you good?"
Yeah.
Then that's when then we break down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we're not trying to just force ourselves to cry to where it's like that's unbelievable. It really is.
So we heard about your journey to what developed that love of arts within you. So share with us your background as far as like your education.
So of course I graduated from DeSoto High School in 2012. Shout out to DeSoto. I didn't go right off to college. I went to Mountain View first, but Mountain View wasn't for me.
Okay.
There's another conversation for another day of why I went to Mountain View. We'll have that conversation another time. Let's do a mukbang. We do that.
Okay.
But I ended up going to Mountain View, but I didn't like it.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest with you because there was a lot of people there that was just content with being at community college.
Yeah.
And they was there for, and, the people out, some of the people were there for a while and they had no plans for after. And I was just like, this ain't for me. You know what I mean? Then I ended up going to barber college, and there's another story there as well, but we're gonna say that for another day. That wasn't my idea of going to barber college. In a perfect world, I would have been in California, going to AMDA. I had got a partial scholarship in Cali, but parents didn't think I was ready yet, and so I had to move around, do some other things. But I ended up going to barber college. Finished barber college, got my license, cut hair for a while, and in my mind, I was like, well, I always have my license fall back on just because it don't matter if there's a pandemic, it don't matter if there's, no matter what happens.
Yeah.
People hair still gonna grow.
And they're gonna need to.
They gonna want to be fresh, even if they sitting at home. Even during the pandemic, we still wanted to be fresh at home. You know what I'm saying? So, that'll always be a trade I know. Yeah. But that didn't fulfill my passion.
Right.
In a nutshell, one time I had wrote a script called Battered, and I had one of my high school friends had a camera, and he's like, I like doing, this stuff like that. I was like, hey, well, link with me. I'll pay you what you want. I think he was gonna charge me $400 to film it. I had got my actors. They was like, we don't want anything. We see your vision. We love to do it. So I had got the location. I had my homegirl. She had a friend that had a house.
This is like a short film?
Yeah. Had all that, right? And we did the first day of filming, and it was going great. Nice angles and all that. All we have to do is one more day of filming to finish it out. I got a call after the first day. Now, mind you, if you see this and you know who you are, I love you still, but you did me dirty. But it's okay, though. If you see it, oh well. I love you, though. He called me the next day and was like, hey, this is too much. I can't do it. Oh, dang. And at that time, I didn't.
After day one?
After day one.
Wow.
And I was just like, dang, like, okay. And at that time, I didn't know how to edit. I didn't know how to shoot. Only thing I knew how to do was write and act.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
So I said, that'll never happen to me again. So I ended up going to Full Sail University and graduated with my bachelor's in digital cinematography. Okay. So now I can write, edit, film, whatever I need to do, lighting, you know what I'm saying? Junior. You know, I can do whatever, you know what I mean? You can have whatever you like. But it's just like, I'm sorry, y'all.
What is that?
I don't know.
Is he acting? What's going on?
It's like, I have musical Tourette.
Okay, you heard.
So like when I hear certain words, songs come in, I just have to say it. You can have wherever you like, because I was like, I could name it off.
Okay.
Yeah. But praise the Lord. But no, I said that I would never get done like that ever again in my life. So I ended up going to a Full Sail to get that knowledge because I don't want to be in a predicament where I have a vision that somebody else can mess
Come
up.
on.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
yeah.
I have to start learning things myself. You
Everything.
know what I'm saying? Fool me once, I don't say shame on you.
Yeah.
It's shame on me.
Yeah.
'Cause I shouldn't put myself in a position for you to
You
do
allowed
like
it.
that. Exactly.
Yeah. You didn't want it, but
I didn't want it, but
it happened because of your
the
request,
decision
you
I made, and I should have asked more questions to him. And I'm not saying we were all young. I'm not saying that he did me like he backstabbed me. And he was doing it like that. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
He cool dude. My guy graduated together, all that. But the thing is, when his vision is different than my vision, he won't. If he doesn't believe in my vision, that don't mean he's going to
put the same energy
effort that I would.
Yeah.
So I said that won't happen to me again. So
Fair.
even now in my days, I don't like if you ask me to be on your podcast, or if you ask me to be in your short film, or if you ask me to do a feature on your or whatever.
Yeah.
If I don't believe in it, I'm going to say no.
Okay.
Because I don't want to be a disservice to you, and I don't want to look like a hater when I get there and I'm not in it. You know what I'm saying?
Not fully invested.
Exactly.
Okay.
I have to be fully invested in whatever I decide to do, because the thing is, if I don't, it shows.
Yeah.
If you know me and you know you've been around me, you know I'm bubbly. I'm a laugh. I'm a have a time. But if I'm there and I'm like to myself on my phone, just worried about who texts me or whatever like that, you're gonna be like, oh, he ain't really messing with me for real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't like taking projects like that, because I genuinely feel icky. Doing stuff like that. So I have to really be very cautious of what I do.
Yeah.
But that's my background in education, and now, which is funny, I haven't even told you this yet.
Okay.
Next, not this Monday, but next Monday, I'll be starting my life in education. I would be, I'm not gonna say the school. Okay. But I'll be the new middle school theater teacher on September 9th.
Cool.
So that's pretty cool.
And this is your first time teaching?
In the education, yeah.
Okay.
So I've taught like mini workshops and stuff like that, kids and things of that nature. And I help actors as well.
Yeah, that's dope. You said 4th grade?
No, what?
You said middle school.
Middle school.
Okay. I don't know why I got 4 in my mind.
What? 4th?
Look, 7th grade, I feel like I would rather the babies. These older kids got a mouth on them.
No, these little babies got mouths on them. What? You
I don't
want to
need to
yoke
be
them up.
Do.
And you small. You don't want
Do.
they be, you do want to,
Yeah.
I feel like I have to do
square up
7 to 12th, right?
Keisha.
No. But I feel like I have to do 7 to 12 because the thing is, I feel like they understand my words more.
Yeah.
Because I have to know.
That can be frustrating if you talking to a brick wall of a kid, It's like, I need you
and
to
you still,
understand.
I tell you, sit down. You say okay, and you still standing, right? I need to know that you're mature enough to hear what I'm saying
And follow.
And if you don't follow, I know it's disrespect.
Oh, okay.
Because sometimes when they're younger, they really are still trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if they're like 7 to 12, I know you know what I'm saying.
Oh, you're not sitting down because you're
being disrespectful. Okay, now I can go to your level and tell you why I'm disrespectful too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'd rather do that. But now that is my that is what's gonna be new. Okay. I'm excited to start
Congrats.
that. Thank you.
We love elevation. We love New Horizons. So we celebrate it all. So thank you for sharing that with the platform.
Absolutely.
I'm sure you're gonna do well. No doubt about it.
I pray I do.
Yeah, you got it. It's like all the years of, I feel like whatever season God puts us in, whatever previous experience we've had, prepared us for this moment. Even if I'm sure you didn't predict being a teacher.
Never in 1,000 years.
But all your experiences, professionally and at home, I'm sure it prepared you for this day. So I'm sure you're going to soar with flying wings. To turn this to another direction.
Let's get it.
Now, like you're on the other side of it. Not on the other side like you're retired. You're just getting started. They say whatever you can see yourself doing without getting paid, that's your passion. So it's safe to say you found your passion.
Yes.
What are some of the roadblocks that you've encountered, and what allows you to continue journeying within the industry?
So there's a lot of roadblocks. Sometimes I don't look the part. Sometimes I'm too young.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm too old. It just depends on what I'm going for. I think the thing that keeps me going is knowing that there will be no's.
Yeah.
Right? But not wallowing in the no. Because sometimes we self-pity.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, this person said no, or they said you too big, or you too short, or you too tall, or the person that we was gonna cast with you don't fit the criteria, so we gotta put somebody that fits her aesthetic. You know, it's a lot of things that can happen, and there will be a lot of no's if you want to go into acting. I would venture to say that that's one of the highest no's you're gonna get.
Wow.
Because
why?
Because auditions, you just never know, and it's also sometimes you can feel like you're the perfect fit. You can feel like you're more talented than the person they pick. But sometimes you just don't fit it.
When you say the highest no, what do you mean in that way?
So there,
as far as like the prepreration behind
in
it,
the arts,
agony of getting the no.
Well, no, not that. I feel like there's more no's because there's more auditions. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so you have to go in knowing like this is just a part of the process.
It's a part of the process.
Oh, okay.
And there's
almost like applying for jobs.
Yeah.
You're
Literally, because you're applying for a job.
They say all you need is one. You're gonna get way more no's.
No's, yes, absolutely.
Yes. Okay. So
absolutely.
that constant rejection.
Absolutely.
Be prepared. Okay.
And then sometimes you have to check yourself as an actor, because it's like, okay, now I know I can lead a show. I know I can lead a show. But sometimes they don't need me to lead a show. They need you to be ensemble. They need you to carry this. They need you to do this. You're not going to be the person that's doing all the photo shoots all the time. That's not you. And so sometimes you have to check yourself.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I was Jimmy early.
Check yourself.
Literally.
Sorry. Before you wreck yourself.
So you have the musical thread
yes,
too. Okay,
I
cool,
do.
cool. I ain't the only one. That's all
we
I wanna
related.
know.
So
That's all I want to know. But like sometimes you have to check yourself, because it's like, dang, I was here, I was there, blah 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 with the woo. Oh, now I gotta be multiple characters.
Yeah.
For what?
Yeah.
I did this. I did this. It's easier to go back to I did this, but it's like, what are you doing for me now? You know what I'm saying? It's like you have to. Sometimes being a leader is also following.
Yeah.
And so you can never lead if you've never followed either.
Right.
So it's like sometimes you, as an actor, you have to check yourself. It might not be a no. It might be something that you just don't want.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's a lot, and there is rejection in it, and sometimes it's very brutal. Especially when you get to commercial, they'll tell you you're too big. They'll tell you
Really?
your beard ain't full enough. They'll
wow.
tell you you're too short.
Okay.
They will tell you,
Wow.
unless you Tom Cruise,
Yeah.
somebody like that, where
Yeah.
they can just get you in. You have
And at
some.
that level, is he still auditioning or
No,
is he
that's
getting calls?
offer only.
Yeah.
Offer only
Yeah.
with the paycheck to follow.
That's a different.
That's a
Yeah.
that's
Denzel,
Kevin Hart.
just
That's
to know
a different.
I'm writing a movie. I want you in it.
Literally,
Yeah.
that's it. And then they'll cast for the small parts.
Yeah.
Or send out audition notice for those, but
Yeah.
for the main two, because now it's about the money.
Oh, okay.
So like
you don't gotta prove yourself to us
exactly. So
anymore.
let's say Paramount.
Yeah.
They say we got a script for 2 male leads. Those male leads are gonna be casted before they cast anybody else.
Okay.
Right? Or if it's a woman and man, they're going to cast that woman and man
First.
before anything.
Yeah.
And sometimes actors they will not sign until they know that the other person
Is a part of the project.
exactly.
Okay.
And if it's not the person they want, I'll decline.
Okay.
But the thing is, since they bring in most of the money, who do you want?
Right.
Okay, Kevin Hart, you want Regina Hall? We're gonna get her.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
Got
like
you.
that's kind of how it works. But it's a lot of no's in it. And if this is not an industry to where like you can just hop up and be like, I'm gonna do this today. You know, you're gonna have to have some mental fortitude to be like, okay, I'm not gonna get every role.
Yeah.
I'm not going to. And sometimes you have to even I think in any job or setting, sometimes you have to be okay with being rejected or being okay with not being fully recognized. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you're just gonna have to eat that.
Yeah.
So I think that's most of the problem. But my thing is, I find solace in that.
Yeah. So
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
part of my second question. What continues to motivate you to, throughout the rejection, throughout the rigor of all it entails, what motivates you to continue chasing after that dream?
One part of it, I'm gonna leave that to the last one.
Okay.
Part of it is I know that I'm capable
Okay.
of doing it, and I know that all I need is one chance, one yes, or one. I need to be in one room where one person see me do that monologue, or one room where they see I'm doing that play, and they're like, "Oh no, I need him."
You just need the open door.
I just need the open door. I'll do the work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And also knowing that this could potentially have my kids' in a wealthier position. I'm gonna keep knocking at the door. I'm gonna keep going. And then another thing is researching. Samuel Jackson didn't get his break until he was 38.
I've heard of that.
You know what I'm saying?
Heard
Denzel
that.
didn't get his big break until he was in his mid 30s. There's a lot of actors that we look up to.
They've been acting our whole lifetime,
Our
so
whole
it feels
life.
like they were young.
Exactly,
or,
when they were actually 30,
in their 30s,
40,
yeah.
42. Samuel L. is still acting. He's 70 something.
That's crazy. And I don't remember my life without him acting.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
I don't remember him being young.
He was born 70.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Right.
I seen a young picture of Morgan Freeman. I said, that is AI. No, what? That is not Morgan. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
And so it's like, that's what keeps me going. And also that's what I was saying. I want to leave this one.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you have to brag a little bit. I'm just that nigga.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel that way.
Talk your talk.
I feel like I'm a jack of all trades. Like, it's
Yeah.
nothing you can't put in front of me that I can't do.
Yeah.
And the thing is, that's what I've always done. I can do every little thing. You can't. I might not be the best dancer, but I can dance. I can sing. I can act. I can do the little things. I can do the big things.
Yeah.
I can command the stage. I can lead behind the stage. It does not matter to me.
Okay.
I can work whatever I need to work. So
Okay.
I feel like that's what keeps me going, and because it's not done. And once I get on a stage to where I feel like that I am not giving my all, or this is just poo cheese or whatever, or I feel like I don't get that nervousness
Yeah.
before the lights hit
Yeah.
on, that's when I'll stop.
Okay.
But if it keeps going the way it's going, and I keep getting that
Yeah.
nervous little
Yeah.
shake before the lights pop up or the curtains open,
you know you still love it.
I know I still love it. And I know
Yeah.
that this is where I belong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And,
That's beautiful.
and the community is just beautiful. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, I've never seen a community in corporate America, even music, never seen a community so open.
Yeah.
Right? And you go literally, because we have to be comfortable within a day or two or an hour or two.
Yeah.
And so we're always literally learning, meeting new family members.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and then God forbid you have 2 or 3 people that have been in shows together, and then it just gets contagious throughout the
Yeah.
entire cast. So
Yeah, that bond. That
yeah,
y'all
exactly.
building.
So it's love. So all my actor friends, all the people that are family now, love y'all. Hope y'all see this.
Yeah.
Let's have
Yeah.
it.
And speaking of the people you love, give me like your top 3
3. Okay.
actors.
Top
like,
3 actors.
Yeah, that have
actors
inspired
and
you.
actors. I mean, actresses. I mean.
Actresses can be combined, but it's not
3?
each.
Not each.
Yeah. So when I say actor, male or female,
Ooh,
top
male.
3 that has inspired you and somebody you watch throughout the years that you say, I love what they're doing. I want that to be a part of my life.
Okay. And we're talking about actors, like, or we're talking about just.
Actors, like who has the chops? Who had the people that you deem top of the top?
Top of the top. Okay, RDC 3. I can't do RDC then. I thought it was talking about like
acting.
influential. Okay.
Yeah, acting.
All right.
Just acting. You know, don't think about the producing side. Just on screen acting.
No, this is crazy.
Top 3 and go.
Top 3 actors. Okay, 3, Viola Davis.
Okay, Miss Viola.
I'm gonna go Viola.
She walks like an actor. Like she exudes her speeches, her acceptance speeches. So I see it.
And the thing is, like, she's not acting.
No, she's not.
She's just being that character, and it's like,
yeah,
you get lost in any character she does, and I feel like she hadn't gotten a lot of. I think in our community she gets a lot of recognition, but as a world combined, I need that same energy they give Meryl Streep. Now, don't get me wrong, Meryl.
Yeah,
she
is. Yeah.
But Viola is, I think they,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And I'm always,
for sure.
You know what I'm talking about? Number 2, I'm not gonna lie, this might it's out of 2 people, but I already got number 1 is Denzel. It's
okay.
Spoiler alert, whatever. It's out of 2 people, and I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, this gonna hurt me, cause some people ain't gonna like this.
No, it's what
but
your top 3 is.
It's out of Jamie Foxx.
Okay.
And Will Smith. If you look at Will Smith catalog, it's nobody that's gonna beat him.
Yeah.
Literally.
He gets all the movies.
It creates the movie.
Yeah.
Now I understand why people will say that he shouldn't be in my top 3, which I'm still picking Jamie Foxx, just to be clear.
Okay, I was waiting for your actual one.
I'm still picking Jamie Foxx.
Okay.
But for me,
otherwise he was gonna be excommunicated from the family.
Whoa, didn't know that.
Yes.
Actually.
No, Jamie is
tough.
that guy.
No, Jamie is that nigga.
For sure.
But Will Smith does get an honorable mention because of the work he does. And I feel like he's another character that can play anything. He can play anything.
Yeah.
Comedy, straight role, action.
Yeah.
You just tell him what he want to do, and he'll make it work. But if I had to choose between the 2, Jamie Foxx.
Just and I think I would agree with that, because not necessarily the whole list or whatever. With, but Jamie
is crazy.
His name is not mentioned. It's like, do you have eyes? Do you have ears?
Jamie.
Yeah, I think we'll probably hit like that what is it? Like A-list celebrity status.
Yeah.
Quicker.
Yeah. Jamie had to work. He had to get out the mud. I would low key. I'd venture to say Jamie first, Denzel second, Viola 3rd.
Ooh, it's like Denzel slander.
No, not Denzel slander.
I mean, if he's not one, it's slander.
Not really. I'm gonna ask you a question.
Jamie.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
That's my favorite actor. Like,
okay.
My number 1 favorite actor.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Yeah, I just never compare him with Denzel.
Now, hear me out, y'all. Hear me out. Glory. I mean, John Q. Equalizer. 2 Guns. Book of Eli. Do you see a different character?
John Q. I love John Q. He used to tear that movie
But
up.
do you see Denzel, or you see the character?
Denzel. It's Denzel.
In Baby Driver.
Okay.
In Dreamgirls.
I've seen Dreamgirls.
Dreamgirls. Have you seen his movie Power on Netflix? Have you seen They Clone Tyrone?
Yeah.
Okay, they clone Tyrone and Dreamgirls.
Okay. 2 different characters. Yeah.
Ali, Ray.
Yeah.
You see
I
way different characters.
Yeah.
So when I say influential, and Jamie he's the master of being a jack of all trades.
Yeah, he becomes that character.
And not only can he just become that character, he can do comedy.
Yeah.
He can dance, he can sing, and he can do a straight role.
Listen, you don't.
So I would venture to say Jamie for me.
Yeah.
All people in the comments that's gonna hate this, I don't care. Jamie Foxx first, Denzel second, Viola Davis third.
To be able to do what he does at a high level, in all those areas, he's won a Grammy. He's won. I don't know if he's won a Tony. I don't know if he's an EGOT, but
No, he's not EGOT yet.
Okay.
But he has won a Grammy. I think he's won. No, has he won an Oscar?
yeah,
Yeah, he won an Oscar. Yeah,
I
for
think
sure.
For supporting role.
So he got those two, but
just
he
to
deserves
get
everything.
those awards,
Accolades, yeah.
saying it's the most prestigious award in that field.
Yeah, absolutely.
So to know that he's honored and respected for what he does in front of the camera as well as on stage, like
Yeah.
I can make you laugh, but I also
I can make you cry.
I can make you cry.
I can pull on the
That
heartstrings.
is like when he won it for, I believe it was for Dream. I can't remember which movie he won it. I'm gonna have to look it up. I'm so embarrassed because I know everything about him.
We'll do it in post.
Yeah, but when he won like the Oscar for like Best Supporting Actor,
Yeah.
I think I felt like, dang, finally y'all are seeing what
we
I
see.
knew he could do.
Yeah.
He's like you said, jack of all trades. So I just want to put you on the spot and get a like top 3 out of
You put me
Yeah, I know it's hard, but we gotta choose. We gotta choose. But thank you for stopping by.
Absolutely.
This will definitely need a part 2.
Please.
And I always say that, but he's definitely coming back. We gotta round this thing out.
We do.
But is there anything you want to share with everyone? Anything you're working on? Any projects, old or new, that you've been a part of that you would like to let people know about?
I'll be working with a new work called Tutti Frutti. That's the life of Little Richard.
Okay.
We'll premiere in Dallas in December, and we do a mini tour next year throughout the United States. So that's what I'm working on right now. I'm on a little break right now, just enjoying my family.
Yeah.
And shout out to my wife and my daughter Olivia and my wife Alexis. But if you want to follow me, my Instagram is Theater Prince, THEATRE Prince, PRINCE. That's Instagram. That's also TikTok. If you find
You
me
be on there TikToking?
not dancing.
Okay.
I be singing mostly on
Okay,
TikTok.
covers and stuff.
Yeah, I do that.
Okay.
And Facebook, Davian Jackson, my regular name. And but if you want to like follow me to figure out what I'm doing next, definitely reach out to me. Don't reach out to me. Follow me so you can know what's happening next.
He said I overspoke.
I overspoke.
I didn't mean
Don't
it.
reach out to me. Please,
I didn't
please
mean
don't.
it. Yeah.
But yeah, that's my socials and just link up. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. So definitely keep an eye out on everything he is doing because he's always doing something that's like taking him to the next level, and I just love to see it.
You know what? Actually, go ahead and follow Most Likely Pod on IG because Mel doing her thing. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, Mel, I appreciate you for always supporting your little cuz. You know what I'm talking about?
For sure.
So I'm gonna always support you.
sure.
If y'all don't follow, I'm gonna know. I'm gonna pull up.
Yeah.
And I ain't just pulling up just by myself.
Right. And be on the lookout. This one will be dropping soon. So we hope you enjoyed today, and thank you again for stopping by.
Thank you for having
Most
me.
likely.
Peace.